I want to tell you about the houses our people built with their own two hands, back when not a single bank in the county would lend us a dime to build one. You hear me? A black family could have the savings, the steady job, the war medals pinned right to their chest, and still be told to their face the bank did not lend to colored folks in that part of town. For 30 years and more, that was the truth across much of this country. Most every black family that asked for a home loan got turned away. So you know what they did? They built anyway. They looked at what the whole world had thrown in the junk pile, and they saw a home. Today, I'm going to give you 7 of those homes. 7 ways our people made shelter out of nothing but salvage, sweat, and knowing. My name is Thelma Carter. I'm 82 years old. Stay with me to number 1 because that one will stop your heart. Now I want you to understand the why of it because it matters. This wasn't folks choosing to live small for fun the way they make those little houses on the television now. This was families locked out of the banks, locked out of the neighborhoods, locked out of the loans that built everybody else's wealth. And instead of waiting on a permission that was never coming, they made a way out of no way. They took what was discarded, military scrap, torn down lumber, old rail cars, the very dirt under their feet, and they turned it into something warm and dry in theirs. There is no prouder story than that, and the history books almost never tell it, so let me tell it. Number 7, the homes made from old rail cars. After the war, the railroads started scrapping their old Pullman sleeping cars, those long, solid steel cars, 80 feet of good steel built to last decades crossing this country. Most got cut up for scrap, but the Pullman porters, our men who'd spent their whole lives making up berths and serving meals in those cars, they knew every rivet and joint of them. So some of them pooled their money, bought those cars for a few dollars apiece, hauled them onto a patch of land, and welded them together into homes. The old sleeping berths became the children's beds. One woman who grew up in one said the only thing she missed when she finally left was the sound of rain drumming on that steel roof, because it sounded just like a train moving through the night, which it once was. Number 6, the round homes made from grain bins. Out in the Delta, when the big machines pushed the small farms under, those round steel grain bins sat rusting on the empty land. He bought a few for next to nothing, cut doorways and windows into the round steel walls with his torch, and framed up rooms inside with scrap lumber. To beat the heat, he packed the walls with raw cotton waste. And those round walls turned out to have a gift nobody expected. No corners for the cold to pool in come winter, and that curved shape shrugged off the wind in a storm better than any square house. It was just home. Number 5, the cottages built from blocks made by hand. There was a little black town in Alabama, had its own mayor and its own police, but not one bank that would write a home loan for the folks who lived there. So a mason just skipped the bank altogether and made the building material himself. He taught his neighbors how to mix and pour their own cinder blocks right there by hand. A whole cottage took maybe 900 of them. He built a root cellar down under each kitchen floor, so those families kept their sweet potatoes and their canned vegetables and their cured meat cool all through the winter. Those blocks turned out stronger than the ones from the factory. Number 4, the shotgun houses built from torn down lumber. On the west side of Atlanta, there was land a black family could actually buy cheap, and a carpenter looked at that mud and saw a neighborhood. He organized 14 families into a building club. All week long, he and his crew tore down condemned old buildings, pulled every nail, stacked every board, and on the weekends, they built brand new houses out of it. Shotgun style, 1 room wide, 3 rooms deep. The women papered the inside walls with pages from the Sears catalog, partly for warmth, partly because it made the rooms feel finished and fine. Number 3, the homes built into the earth itself. In the oldest all-black town in Mississippi, the very poorest families built down into the ground. They dug down 4 feet into that heavy delta clay. And here is the wonder of it. That house stayed cool through the worst Mississippi summer and warm all through the winter. It matched the old earth-building ways of West Africa, carried across the ocean in the people's hands. Number 2. The homes made from surplus military huts. There was a black veteran, came home with 2 bronze stars, walked into the bank in his dress uniform. They told him the bank didn't lend to colored borrowers. So he bought a Quonset hut for $75 and built his family a house in 11 days. Soon, 17 more families made a whole neighborhood of them, plastered smooth inside. It felt almost like a little chapel. Number 1, and this is the one I told you would stop your heart. The cabins built from wrecked automobiles. A man who worked in the junkyard started stripping the steel body panels off the wrecked cars and trucks. He flattened them with a sledgehammer, cut them to size, and used that steel as the roofing and siding. He overlapped those car panels like shingles so the rain ran off clean, built 9 of those cabins over 3 years. One of the children raised in those car body cabins, a little girl named Denise, grew up to become a structural engineer in Chicago. From a house made of wrecked cars, an engineer. Think on what all 7 of these truly are. Thousands of black families, when every single door was shut, looked at what the world had thrown away and saw something worth building with. That is not poverty. That is genius. Every one of us walking around today stands on what those hands built. Don't you let that be forgotten. Tell me in the comments, did your people build their own home? I want to hear your stories. Now you know what I know. Don't you let it stop with you. You carry it on the way it was carried to me. I'm Thelma Carter, and I'll be right here.